If you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash.
Hey, hold up.
Just cash.
Hello, sir. How are you doing this fine Monday?
I'm doing well. What's going on, fam? We're coming back at you on this holiday stream. It is Just Cash. Hey.
All the little
Joined
kids
as always.
tuning in to you, E. All the little kids.
Yep,
You can hear
all
'em.
the little betting degens out there alike.
All the little
As
betting
always.
degens, huh? My bad. Go ahead. As always, me, you're going to say I bet. Hi,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah. Trying to introduce the big underrated.
My
man,
bad.
MC behind it all.
My bad. I'll just talk over you and be a dickhead. I'm sorry. I take it back. I just lit this joint, so it's getting me a little funny.
That's okay. I get chatty whenever I smoke too, so I don't blame you.
Yeah. But bam, when we're on here supposed to go back and forth, I'd be cutting you off and shit. I get mad. I slap my own hand. Hear it? And then I slap the
Oh.
ashes go over my keyboard. It's fucked up. Oh well. Yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm here. We've been winning. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 4 and 2 is not bad. You know, it's
Not
not,
bad, not
14 and 1, but hey, 4 and 2, not bad, man. We make some money.
Do you remember what was our running record from last
yes,
time? It was
yes,
like
I wrote it. I wrote it on the thing. 25 and 7. We are now.
Yeah, 25 and 7. So not bad at all. We were definitely making some waves, and we had some unfortunate incidents, which we'll talk about with Danger here, and coaching decisions. But overall, outside of that, we had a pretty solid weekend. Overall turned out some units, and yesterday went pretty well for us. After Danger kind of stunk up the morning, but
Yeah.
everything else, honestly felt good about the day, and we had a lot of live bets too that were pretty solid. So
You know what it was,
Can't be mad
bro?
at that.
You know what it was? It was the early morning thing. It was Danger, and then it was Arkansas. The Arkansas boys failed us. Remember?
yeah, on Saturday, yeah, that was
Mhm.
brutal.
And it was right at the same time. So we were just like, man, off this 14 and 1 run, we just had that feeling. And me, I'm over on the West Coast, so I woke up right to it and we're like, no. I could feel the vibes. I slept through the first half and I woke up like, no, what happened? What's Danger doing? I was scrolling through because sometimes when I don't watch the game and I'm behind, I like to just, I don't know if you do this, but I like to scroll through like the tracker of the game and look through each play so I can like not just see the line at the end, so I can kind of live through it. I'm like scrolling through, I'm like, where's his name? The whole second half I didn't even see his fucking name. I'm like, oh, we fucking lost bad. What happened? Did he get hurt? You're like, nah, coach just didn't play him.
Yep, he just didn't want to play him, and I think there was some words said between him and coach, but he clearly had a better on-court matchup, and honestly, seeing him put up 5 PRA in like the first 3 minutes of the game, and he takes, I think, one more field goal attempt after that, and he took one field goal for basically the next, rest of the game. They just would not pass on the ball. So it didn't make any sense. Memphis lost. Coach, you fucking suck, and y'all deserve that one. So
That's Penny you're talking about, E. That's Penny.
yeah, well, they suck, man. They deserve every bit of that loss.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, I just want to give props to the people in here watching right now. There's 20 watching, and we already got 17 fucking likes, guys. God dang it.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you.
We appreciate you guys for
But,
real. They understand that the likes help us, and they're hitting the likes for us. I love it. You guys are the shit. That's really real, too. We got a dope little group of people. I love it.
Yeah, for real, man. Y'all are amazing, and we had a lot of new faces coming in, not only in here but the Discord as well. So before we hop into too much, let's go ahead and do our little spiel. If you guys haven't already, make sure and hit that like button. Help us fight the algorithm, and don't forget to be subscribed so you don't miss out whenever we do go live. It's been mostly, obviously NBA starts up on Wednesday again, so next couple days is just going to be exclusively a majority college basketball. So don't miss out, and you can get all that early action, which one player we're going to talk about today was already bumped, and they don't even play until tomorrow. So get in the Discord, links down below. 7-day free trials are still rolling out, and if you guys got any questions, we can definitely help you out in there. So hop in, join the family, come make some money.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll let you get to your place, but just want to shout out a few people here. The man C Dot, man, he said, "Oh, we on white people time today." I see how you are, C Dot. We on white people time. Hey, you see how that jumped in? E? You see how that comment just jumped in from the bottom? You like that?
It's like it's speaking in my ear.
There we go. Make money with Dame. Make money with Dame is his name. That's dope.
Ooh, I like that. You sound like a friend that we would love to see in there.
Money. And who won the 3-point contest? Did you even pay attention?
Yeah, Tyler Hero. He snuck in
Wow.
as the bottom seed going into the last round, and Buddy Hield actually had an insane. He had like 31 or 32 points, but they let Hero squeak in, and then he ended up beating him in the next round because nobody can make a bucket.
Damn, NBA is rough, and how about the slam dunk? Was it poop?
That was the biggest disaster waste of time ever.
Bro, it's always bad. Like, when has it been good? Last time I watched it was a couple years ago, and it was like the dudes kept going and missing their dunks. I was like, what are we watching right now? They're all embarrassed and shit, and they just keep the camera on them with millions of people watching, missing dunks, and then just going back and having to get ready again, missing again. This is some bullshit. That sucks.
Yeah, honestly, it's really unfortunate to see because, you look at all the different sports that kind of do their all-star stuff, and, it's been changing over the years. And take, for example, NHL, man, I have never seen ratings pick up so dramatically right now while they're doing the Four Nations thing. I mean, they basically completely did away with their all-star, and now they're doing something completely different. So I think... Dude, NBA needs to take a page out of all these other sports right now. We need a complete overhaul of the entire thing. The All-Star games like themselves, the Rising Stars and all that stuff, it's kind of entertaining, but not really. Like, if we're being honest about it,
Yeah.
It's really not. So they need to do something different because the viewership and the ratings have just, gone straight down the toilet. And the Four Nations, they had way more views and people tuning in than they even remotely projected. And hell, I'm gonna tune in for a game, bro. When we played Canada the other night, game literally started as the puck drop happened. Two guys threw down gloves, immediately scrapped, went to the penalty box. While they were going to the penalty box, his brother was same team, had another fight with another Canadian. And this is like 30 seconds into the game, too. And then immediately after both of them get out of the penalty box, there's another fight.
What the? This is like Jerry Springer fucking on skates. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, but bro, people were eating it up, though.
Oh,
the
sure.
viewership was just skyrocketing. So, obviously that's not going to be the norm, but yeah. Oh, and Q Donkey spot on, man. Somebody had the perfect tweet that can sum up the All-Star thing. It was 50% ads, 20% Kevin Hart just rambling on about annoying shit, and then like crap 5% basketball. Like that was a breakdown of the All-Star event in a whole. The amount of ads were so insane.
Bro, that's funny because, I'll be texting with my dad sometimes, and I told him I'm not really watching NBA much, and he was at his house watching NBA, and he was texting me about it, telling me, and I was like, bro, I told you it's not fun. And then what he was saying, it was funny. He said exactly what you guys just said. And usually my dad says some shit that's just off, and I'm like, whatever, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. He said that exact thing. He said commercials the whole time, and Kevin Hart was annoying. He said exactly. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah, and I love Kevin Hart, man. I mean, he's a hilarious comedian, but just
wasn't the time.
For a while.
Bad timing.
No.
Yeah, I feel it. All right.
Yeah. So, while we digress, let's go ahead and talk about some plays we got. I will say, in a nutshell, today is pretty much going to be super light. Very, very light. Games are pretty ugly. Nothing really, really appealing. And Underdog, of course, took it upon themselves to go ahead and bump anything that had possible value. So, really nothing. We're basically kind of reaching for points here. But let's talk about... So, one play that already saw a bump was Steven Crowell. We were going under his 19.5 PRA. I believe Dabble still has him at 19 flat, or at least they did earlier today.
I'm going to look.
But most sites...
That's not bad. That's a good idea.
Most of the sites already went ahead and took him down to 18.5, but let's talk about Mr. Crowley here and just his kind of disappearing act he's really been doing over the last month. So this guy, I mean, just taking the biggest backseat ever. We saw some really good flashes of upside here whenever his minutes, really didn't even pick up. So the production was a lot better, and he was actually scoring. So, I mean, you can see that this scoring has just fallen off the face of the earth, especially over the last month. But it's not like that's, really not a normal thing for him. I mean, he wasn't doing that for a large portion of the beginning of the season. So it's not hard to think that he could be back in the same pattern. But overall, I mean, looking at his usage rating, here, I'll bring it up for you guys. His usage rating, I mean, is some of the lowest I've ever seen for any starter. And last game, he had 3% usage. I mean, 15, 6, 9, 5. Like, single-digit usage rating is pretty crazy. And he's struggling to really play anything over 30 minutes. He had this one game for 32 minutes, but that's the highest amount he's played all season. So this dude's not getting time on the court, and it's not really from foul trouble. It's not from anything other than he's just not involved in the offense. So we've seen Tanji really dominate and take over this team. He has also impacted the rebound rating for Steven Crowell. And I think the best thing that Crowell maybe has going for him is he can get like 3 assists a game. And that's about it. So if this dude's going to continue this, I'm really surprised that he is even fact still a starter. But it kind of seems like he's been phased out of the offense almost altogether. And on the other side, going up against Tomislav, that is a big boy and probably going to be a problem for him to deal with. Just don't see it. I mean, he's going to have to score double-digit points in order to be a threat for this prop, in general. But haven't seen it from him. Got to take it, man. Usage rating, minutes, all that stuff. And it's not an easy matchup either.
Yeah, I like it a lot, man. It's Illinois is tough on D. His fucking PRA is way too high, but now you're stuck, like you said. So I was looking on Dabo right now. I think I'm gonna do his 19 PRA and put it with something we didn't really all the way talk about, but they have Omir still at 29 PRA. I think that's a decent look for his under. I mean, he can get me, but I think it's for a day like this. If you need to pair something on Dabo, I think that's a decent play. So he was 29.5 last night, but yeah, Dabble's still 29.
Yeah.
So running that little tour. What was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, guys, we already have 25.
Hey, y'all are amazing. Thank you.
That's craziness. You
Absolutely.
guys are the shizzy. What else was I going to say? I was going to say we don't have a lot of plays today, so I just wanted to do one thing. If you guys are into WNBA, just write who you think the finest girl in WNBA is, or woman, however you want to say it. But I want to see what you guys think, because I always wonder who is the finest girl or woman in WNBA. Write who it is in the comments. I want to see. What people think. Who you think is going to win, E?
I don't know. I know Dejanay is definitely going to be up there.
Okay, and then I also want you to write, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you think a girl that somebody thinks is fine, they think she's way too fine. Write her in there too. Write an overrated girl in there too. Because I mean, Dejanay. I mean, some people look at her and be like, ew. Some people look at her and be like, ooh. So we'll see. You never know. It's funny how people think. Anyways, random thought, but I'm digressing back to the plays. But I figured since we don't have that many plays, might as well think about some WNBA players. Sounds fun, right?
Feel that? Yeah, I feel that.
Okay.
Well, since we were talking about Omier anyways, I see somebody was asking about the under 28.5.
Oh, they were.
Now, I mean, honestly, I don't mind the 28.5. He really struggled in the first game or the first meeting against him, which is understandable. I mean, he only played 20 minutes, which is kind of weird. Oh wait, no, wrong guy. I'm looking at his on-court defender, Toby
Awaka. JMC Omier under 28. He even has the PR, not the PRA. Okay.
Yeah. Well, so the first meeting, he did have 4 fouls, so obviously he played reduced minutes. He was going through a pretty good shooting stretch there. I mean, if we look at what he was kind of heading towards that game, he was 4 of 6 from the field. So he was very efficient. He had 4 rebounds. So it looks like he maybe has a bit of a downtick on the rebounds. I do like to see that. The scoring upside, though, is a bit of an unknown because if he doesn't have these fouls and he takes, maybe another 5-6 shots, then this could look a lot closer to like, 15 and 16 range, but it's a high number for him, and we're kind of getting a nice little squeeze with the assists because, I mean, that's basically falling off the earth as well. I think at best we see him get 1 assist here, but the rebounding looks like it is going to be a bit tougher. Toby, he doesn't take that many field goal attempts, so I don't think he's going to get much scoring upside from him, but Toby does get into a little bit of foul trouble from time to time, so maybe that could be a little bit scary if he kind of forces that issue, but I don't mind it. The usage rating for Omier has kind of leveled back out. I would probably said no at the beginning of January whenever he was really going through this usage stretch, but they're spreading the ball out a lot more. And one player we can kind of segue to another. Now, this is not an official play, but definitely one that I wanted to bring up since it is a smaller slate. I don't mind the Omier under because of Rob Wright. This guy coming back into the starting unit has been phenomenal, and he's really asserted himself as, a steady usage leader, or at least kind of, playing part B for everybody else. But this guy's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot, and we've seen a lot of games with double-digit field goal attempts. He's a mixed bag shooter, so if he's getting to the free throw line a lot like this, there's a real good chance that Omier is not. And I think maybe we've seen some of that trade-off between the two of them. But he actually is a playmaker, so that's where those assist ratings are really going now that he's in the starting unit. Same thing for Edgecombe. His usage rating for at least playmaking has kind of taken a backseat now, or at least a little bit more spread out in the team. But this guy is taking shots, so I think with him in the starting unit, it's not a bad look. We just need him to stay consistent. This last game where he kind of dropped off a little bit, still put up 16 points, but the usage rating dropped under 20%. So that'd be my only concern. But I think overall, it's not a bad play for the Omier under. And then you could hedge it back with Rob, his over. 16.5 PRA is pretty damn low for somebody who's going to go out and play, 36 minutes, 37, 38, 39, something like that, right?
Yeah, I like how you brought him up. That's a good point. It's going to be harder for Omier with Rob in there playing those minutes, and he's going to take away a little bit of usage at least. The only thing that I was worried about in this under, because 29.5 was really high, the matchup with Arizona now, because we know Arizona can run, and we know they're in Baylor, so that gives him that, being at home feel. You know how those are, home road splits, So with those two things, to me, it scared me off. 29.5 is high, but Arizona, they could give it up. They're a really good team. They got good defense, but they're fast, so it gives him more opportunity. That's 151, but for Baylor, that's high. They're used to going slow as fuck. So that's the only worry for me personally. Look what AOD said, though. I'm not quitting my job, but I am going full-time for life with your picks.
Hey, hell yeah, man. Love to hear that.
That's what I like to hear too, because that's what I always say, man. Once you start winning bets and you can continuously win bets, and then we can all win bets together, why would you not want to keep doing it? I don't know. That's how I feel. I've found a few people that I've tailed in my betting career, and I'm just like, man, whatever they got, I'm with, because I know they're not gonna throw me something that's shit. That's what we hope. What AO said right there. That's what we're hoping for. Good amount of people. We can all make some money. So I see a bunch of people talking about WNBA, but we won't get there yet with the girls. That's funny. I love it. Danny C said, I'm going to save my like till number, I think he was meant 25, but we're already on 30, Danny. We're already at 30 likes. Let's go with 2 fucking games or 3 games. You guys are the shit. All right, E. I could run through some comments, or you can get to the next play if you want to. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well, here we'll kind of hit 2 birds with 1 stone, because I see 2 different comments. One asking about McNeely over, and then somebody McNeely under.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's talk about McNeely. Now, I will say last night he opened at 11.5, so keep that in mind. I thought the 11.5 was maybe appealing. Personally, I did play him this last slate. Low key, he had a really, really, really good 3-point matchup. Now, this team has played a lot of favorable matchups, a lot of favorable matchups lately. So, I mean, let's just kind of break down his game logs here real fast. So, Boston College, they beat him by, almost 20. He put up 21 points, which is pretty crazy. But the biggest thing about him is this dude is living and dying by the 3 ball. So, if that shot is not falling, which I will say, if you're going to chase his points, honestly, you might as well just play his 2.5 threes, because he's not clearing any of this without that, and even less, actually. So even less than, but yes, very high. Yeah, I wouldn't say high efficiency, but a high 3-point shooter. So this dude's going to live and die by the 3. Personally, I think you could make a very strong case to hedge bet him while they have him at this current line. The 11.5 was a little bit more dangerous, but I would personally take under the 12.5 and then over his 3s, because like I said, he is not clearing that point line without hitting this. Not.
And he's playing against, isn't this Virginia? I couldn't see from there, but isn't this against Duke?
Yeah, he's going to be squaring up against Proctor on the other side.
I do not like playing players against Duke. It's scary. They're fucking pretty damn good, bro.
The only reason that would kind of, lean me into playing him maybe is strictly because they're at home. And Duke has been known to kind of play with their food on the road, play down their opponents and let them, oh my goodness, I got a hiccup, sorry. Kind of let them, eke their way back into the game. So if somebody's going to do it, I mean, this is definitely the guy to do it, but it's a very difficult matchup. I'm assuming the spread for this is just something outrageous. Yeah, 14.5 for a road game. So, I mean, if Duke is at home, this would easily be closer to like 18, 19.5.
All right. Chachai says, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Daz Diggity says, games are trash today. Might as well bet 1 or 2 player props. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, honestly, man, just save the units. Y'all know Tuesday is always a big slate, so we'll definitely have some action going on for tomorrow. But at least one play that we do have for tonight, and I think we felt pretty solid about it, was Caleb Love under his 17.5 points. Playing for Arizona, traveling out to Baylor. All right, let's take a look at this here real fast. And Caleb Love is going to be squaring up against VJ Edgecombe, who we know is a pretty solid defender. So I don't mind that, at least on the surface. But let's take a look at him and just kind of show you guys this. It feels like this is just maybe a point high for a line for him, right? This should be 16.5.
Yeah, definitely. And Baylor, we know, is slow as fuck. And they're in Baylor. Like, gotta take a little shot on this. But how much you like it? Let's see.
I mean, I think it's a pretty solid option for us. The only red flags or drawbacks is
those field goal attempts.
The field goal attempts are a little bit scary, and he plays 39 minutes.
I was trying to guess what you were about to say. Okay, so what is it? Field goal attempts, but what's the main red flag is?
in the minutes.
The
He
minutes.
basically plays almost the entire game too.
For sure. That's always scary, man. Yeah, it's just a lot of points for him, right? Against Baylor, in Baylor, this is a big game for them. It's a big game for both teams, really, but it's a lot of points.
We get a pretty massive pace down for Arizona, though, so I do like to see that. And hopefully there's more just, time of possession that Baylor can hold on to it, keep him out of the play. So, I mean, really for him, yes, even though the field goal volume is a little bit scary, if we dial the pace back down a little bit, I think there's a good chance that we see him maybe closer to 13, 14 field goal attempts as opposed to the, 16, 15, 16 number.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, a few scary things, but this is still quite a high bar for him. And he's one of those players that, I think I'm bringing you around slowly, but he's a horrible home road split guy.
No, I like it. I'm with you. Yeah, keep telling me these home roads, bro. I need to follow them, look at them more, and see if I'm missing out on something that's super important, which very well could be. I'm open, E. I'm open. You got me. Let's go. I like it.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, especially for somebody who's been shooting so well, I mean, there is always some kind of regression, whether it's positive or negative, that is going to happen for a player. So I think we're catching him while he's coming on this, negative regression, because he was playing so well here. And I think maybe during this stretch, I would have said, yeah, that's probably an appropriate line. But for the season as a whole, I mean, there's a lot of gaps in some of his production, and it's not from, fouls, it's not from matchup or blowouts or anything like that. He just kind of comes and goes in these little strides, and it's happened all year. So I think this is a perfect time where he is back on the decline, probably looking at a 13, 14 field goal attempt game. And as long as he doesn't kill us from three, I would say in particular, I'm not worried about it. And BJ's been a really solid defender. So as long as he doesn't get in foul trouble or anything dumb, maybe he scores 15 points tonight, but 18 points, that's a stretch.
Yeah, no, I agree, because this is the time too. There's a month left before March Madness, not even a month, and this is when players like VJ turn up. I think they're going to be like, look, man, this is my chance to show. This is my life right here. I'm about to go pro. How high am I going? That's how good a defense I'm playing today. So I like that. And I was thinking that with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper yesterday. They didn't care about their pro career, I guess. they had hella scouts in there watching them. Oh, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, top players. Look at them, bro. Getting their ass beat by Oregon. Just disgusting. But anyways, I digress. Q Donkey says, my bad, y'all. I missed the weekend. Valentine's Day turned into Valentine's weekend, I guess, somehow. Q Donkey. He must be in love.
Nothing wrong with that.
Must be in love there. Q Donkey must be in love over there. That's cool. I like that. Well, we appreciate you being here as usual. You are the man. You have some good plays a lot of times that you throw up to talk about. Love it, man. Appreciate you. C-Dot says free youngin. I mean, come the fuck on.
Free youngin.
We were doing a little math yesterday. Youngin should be back right before WNBA starts. That is fucking dope. Ayo says, yo, legends. E, Modest Money, Undertaker. Man. Ayo's the man, isn't he?
He is the man.
He said NBA All-Star 94 was the best. 96. And Q Donkey says Kevin Hart sucks. Somebody else just said it right after. Oh, William. What's up, William? Welcome. He says Kevin Hart is annoying now. Now, I had a theory about this. Tell me if I'm wrong. Kevin Hart's annoying now, but only because Cat Williams kind of made you watch how annoying he really was the whole time. No, not saying he's not good. Not saying he's not funny. But after I heard Cat Williams talk about all these different people, didn't it make you kind of think, Cat Williams, I mean, it could just be some controversy he's stirring up and it could all be fake, but I seem to believe him. What do you think? Doesn't that make Kevin Hart a little bit not as funny after you watched what Cat Williams said? Or is it just me?
I mean, it depends, I guess, on if you believe Cat Williams or not.
And what do you believe? Do you believe him on certain things, or you think he's all bullshit just trying to get attention?
I believe it doesn't affect me, so I'm not too worried about it.
Damn, this sounds political. All right. Well, with that being said, we're getting into Rakia Jackson.
Hey, shout out to Rikia, man. I'm genuinely excited to see this next season for her, especially having some actual players around her this year. You know, her and Kelsey Plum, that's gonna be a dangerous little duo.
Yes, Rikia, baby. Remember how low they had her lines for so long, and she burnt us one time in the second half, and everyone got scared. We just kept playing her, winning and winning and winning. She's gonna be high this year. She's going to be high. K-Frosh says Rikia Jackson is the only answer. Finest girl in WNBA. E2 agrees with you. Carrington. The Carrington lovers. C-Dot says Rikia Jackson easy. 2 Rikias. 1 Carrington, but we'll count 2 because I already know you're going to say that. You might not. C-Dot and K-Frosh agree with each other. It's getting good, guys. Ooh, E2 says Isabel Harrison. Sleeper pick. When her hair ain't trimmed down. You got all into it. What do you think? Where's Isabel rank?
Oh no, she's a little baddie. She's a low-key baddie.
Okay. Q Donkey says Feezy. He said Feezy. Feezy does have a cute little look about her, and she's dope as fuck. She's good as fuck. She proved me last year. She balls. So I guess we have those. Ooh, Darius Harris says Sky Diggins. What do you think? Bringing us back. Sky was the back in the day pick, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, but of course she's still fine. C Dot says Satu as well. Shout out to my light skins. Satu, didn't you say she lost a little bit of weight here coming up for this season?
Yeah. She slimmed down from last season again. I don't know what happened last year. I mean, she obviously had put on some weight, but yeah, she looked like she had been working out all off season.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with being thick now, but hey, if she trims down just a little, her entire, just the way everyone looks at her, and if she balls like we know she can, she's gonna become even more of a star. Because you know how that is, this crazy world. The girls, how good they look is, that's part of their potential. Unfortunately, Caitlin Clark looks like Caitlin Clark, because if Caitlin Clark was fine, how many people would have her jersey? Holy shit. What if Caitlin Clark looked like Rikia?
She'd sell more jerseys.
Woo! All right. We'll get away from that now. Let's see. What questions we got here? I think there was one. Cooper Flag. What do you think about Cooper Flag today?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Flag's... he's not bad. He's just, I mean, for me, one of those players that his lines are always just high as shit. And I mean, if he gets there, usually, it's mostly from him being in a close game. But I think we've honestly faded him every time he's been over 20 points. Because, I mean, this dude just does this yo-yo thing where it's like over 20, under 20, stays under again, and then goes over, and then it stays under. So anytime his points have been over 20 this season, I mean, personally, I'm going to pass on him. But he could get there, sure. I'd probably lean into maybe a little bit more of like a first half line if you can help it. But nothing special here. The total for this game was, 130? 131? Yeah. Any overs in that game might be a little sus.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. Man, it was 19.5 last night. I should have played it with Kroll. That would have been nice. Damien843 says Dejanay. Another vote for Dejanay. Okay. No straight man sees her and thinks that homie. Well, I don't know what he said. Oh, thinks she's bunk? Nah, actually, you'd be surprised, man. Some people will look at Dejanay and go, nah. I've seen people say it in the Discord, just saying. Danny C says, what's he saying there? Bear under U of A? Who's Bear?
I don't know.
All right. Damien says, I ain't feeling Kelsey Plum like that. Hey, there's one. I feel you, bro. I'm with it. Kelsey Plum gets way too much credit looking like Joker and shit. I waited till number 24 and I hit the like, said Danny C. Hey, bro. That's kind of smart. But don't do it anymore, okay? Because we need your like before that. I got an idea for you, Danny. Hit the like way at the beginning so it gets there faster for us. Then when it gets to 24, you could hit the like and go back to 23 and then wait. That's what you should do. That's what I would do. Then we get that like from you earlier. It helps us. William says VJ over 23.5 PRA. Ooh. Edgecombe. Edgecombe over PRA. It's low. Well, I shouldn't say it's low, but it's doable. He needs to have a good game.
Yeah, I think, man, VJ is definitely a really interesting look today. You know, like you said, his lines are for sure on the lower side. I'm really tempted to, if I'm going to take overs on this game, I mean, it's definitely going to be between VJ and Rob Wright. We are seeing some back and forth between them, but these lines are really low for VJ. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, I mean, he's been really good for the minutes, but if he gets into foul trouble, sometimes that, you know, is obviously suspect. I do like seeing double-digit field goal attempts. That's been something that's been really steady for him. I know we were kind of, you know, annoyed this little back and forth that he was having at, you know, middle of the season, but he's been really consistent. I like the usage rating. It's been solid, mid-20s. I don't mind it. I definitely don't mind it.
I remember we were playing him at 15.5 PR for like a couple weeks. Oh, give it back. Give it back to us.
Well, now he definitely gets a little bit more assist upside with having Rob on the floor as an actual shooter. But I think even in the first game too, like he could have had more assists had Omer not gotten into foul trouble, because they run a lot of the pick and roll obviously with him, but I'm sure missed out on some of that opportunity with him playing limited minutes. But yeah, I mean, as long as he stays out of foul trouble, you know, playing high 30 minutes, 38, almost 40 minutes a game. So I definitely don't mind that call at all.
Okay. Darius says, oh yeah, Lexi Brown's a good one. She's a super baddie. Lexi Brown is there because of how she looks, I feel like. How the heck is, well, I guess she was injured a lot last year. And Damien says,
she was, yeah.
Damien says Sophie Cunningham. You guys are bringing up the good ones, making me feel a little bit better about only having 3 games today. That's dope. I appreciate you guys. I agree with all of them. You guys are only saying the baddies. Except for that Plum one. I love that too. I agree with that as well. This is great. You guys are the best. Do you like Love over 3.5 assists? Or are you still looking at BJ?
Yeah, I'm just looking at kind of maybe what the best line for him is. I mean, so they adjusted a lot of stuff on Underdog already, so I kind of see what they've done with most of the plays. So basically what they did from last night is anything that was any remote bit of value, they went ahead, adjusted the line, and then they gave us the alt with a terrible payout underneath it. So like, for example, who was that guy you had last night?
Pause.
We can talk about McNeely. So he was 11.5 last night. So they just completely wrecked the payout from a normal line, dropped to the options down here for the 11.5, and then put this back for the normal one. So I mean, basically anything that we're playing today has already been taxed. The payout's already been adjusted. So play light today, guys. And I think that's really a huge reason why we don't have many plays, because Underdog's just jumping the gun on everything. I mean, the fact that Steven Crowell already bumped and the dude doesn't even play today, like that should speak volume.
For sure. John said can't wait for WNBA.
3 months away from yesterday.
89 days. It's written on my fridge.
Just kidding. Will G says, you're like, it is. Will G says we need the movie trivia back.
We do, man. Where's big shout out to Big Sean wherever you are, man.
Maybe he only will do that on WNBA days or something. He's like, fuck all this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Real fast. Going back to Edgecombe real fast. So if we are going to play him, I think honestly the fantasy is going to be a better option for him.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, we definitely want access to some kind of blocker steal upside, since he is covering Caleb Love on the other side, and we were already looking at that. And just in general on the season, I mean, this is way more of an appropriate hit rating, because you can see this goes from 65% down to 48% for basically anything else.
Did you check?
That's the play.
So Prizepicks 30. And Prizepicks seems to have lower fantasy all the time, huh?
I mean, it's incremental, but yeah, it's 0.15.
Oh, this one's not. Yeah, this one's not much, but in general, aren't they always lower?
Prizepicks has been lately, yeah.
Okay, thought so. Let's see what else. We got a bunch of stuff in here. Let me see. Damien, Danny, VJ. Okay, here we go. Here's a new one. Q Donkey says he always brings up the interesting ones. Coleman Hawkins or David and Gesson PRA.
Gassan was pretty interesting. That was actually somebody who I was kind of looking at earlier. PA was, I thought, a touch on the low side. And did they bump his points? They did not. Okay. Yeah, the points were very appropriate. The assists, kind of hit or miss with a 0.5 prob, so it's kind of baked into the line. The rebounding for him has kind of been more consistent the last couple games, but I don't know if I really trust that. So the PA did make the most sense. I mean, you really just need him to go out and do his thing. Not the biggest fan of him on the road. I will caution, he does come with a bit of every once in a while foul trouble. So just do keep that in mind.
All right. K Frosh got a couple Arizona questions. Caleb Love assists and Jaden Bradley points. Now I know you said Bradley's already bumped. Do you like Bradley still? Do you like Caleb's assists? I know they look low. It's just that Baylor effect, obviously.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Bradley was very interesting. I know we were talking about his PRA last night because it opened at 18.5, but he's all the way up to 20.5 now. So the points or the assists is probably just a straight up better value. Let's see. Yeah, and the PA line doesn't even make any sense. So this is 14, 15 flat, and they have his PA at 16 flat. So yeah, man, underdogs being kind of a stinkers today with all this crap. Because if you look at a lot of props, there's just an inherent full point tax on any line that moved already. The PRA line has a full point tax on it. So they are making you choose. If I had to pick, I don't mind the points at all, but also a very capable RA guy. So the RA, man, they just keep moving these payouts. This is a normal payout last night. The 7.5 RA, I think, is also appealing.
All right. What about Caleb's assists?
It's a great matchup for it. I don't mind it, but he's really back and forth about it. I mean, there's no real consistency. I know it looks really good over the last couple games, but nice stretch of the season where, I mean, he was just coming up way short of that. So on paper, looks good. His home road splits are a little worse at home. So I don't know about that, but I'd probably fade it personally.
Yeah, assists have been kind of tough because then you got to rely on the other guys to score for you. And it's just not that fun. Micah says McNeely threes. Did we talk McNeely threes? Was that the guy you were talking about already?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I would say, again, if you're going to play some prop for him, I mean, it would make the most sense to play the points, 12.5 points under, and then hedge it back with the 2.5 threes over. I mean, it's a really, really tough matchup. I mean, Duke has been playing some lights out defense, and Proctor should be able to hold him down, but it is hard to stop catch and release shooters. So, I mean, this dude's going to live and die by the three ball. All of his scoring is going to come off the back of that. He's had a few seldom games where he gets spike free throw attempts, but for the most part, he's living and dying by the three.
JMC says, what about women's NCAA? And K-Frosh said the same thing. See how they're getting? No NBA, just looking around. What can we play? How about women's college? Can you take a look at Walsh? Now, he says Kaylee Walsh, and then E2 says Haley Walsh, so I'm not sure which one. But do you want to take a look at one of them? We can just stare at their box score, game log, whatever. Kind of see what they got, at least.
Yeah, I mean, we can, but it's definitely going to be...
D-Gen!
We haven't followed it whatsoever. We're talking pure D-Gen stuff here. I don't know anything about her. Let's see. What's the name?
Well, that's the funny part. K-Frosh says Kaylee Walsh. You could just type Walsh. There's a Kaylee Walsh and a Haley Walsh. So I don't know who's right.
I don't even know if they have stuff for them.
Oh, they don't have women's on Red Eye? Oh, okay.
Nah, man. So, I mean, I'm gonna have to go on ESPN and look at, box scores and stuff like that.
Oh, damn.
I could take some shots in the dark, but man, this would be a total uneducated guess if I'm being honest.
No, I like your being honest about it. We don't want to tell somebody to lose some money. We want to only play plays that are feeling real good and understand why, etc. Danny C says bear down is what U of A says. U of Arizona, bear down, Baylor Bears. All right, there we are. Ayo says something about Plum's chin I like. All right, hey, to each their own, eh? Jezreel Bell says Mama Asia. Hey, that's like Youngin. Youngin loves it. Loves him some Asia. Let's see. VJ has been under 23.5 last 4 games. He is due, says William. Hey, if you're feeling it, man, he could definitely get there. Oh, buddy said Plum looked like a Lords of the Rings elf. This is great. Fucking funny as fuck. Line's just crazy now because there's no NBA and focus on other sports. Yeah, for sure. Shit is wild with no NBA. People are just fiending to bet something. So anyways, yeah, I mean, that's why there's 50 of y'all in here chilling, because you don't got NBA to bet on. But hey, we appreciate it. We're up to 37 likes, and we're going to be here all college season and WNBA. So make sure you hit the sub if you guys haven't yet. And we'll go live at night so you can catch the value sometimes too. Definitely Friday nights, maybe even tonight if we find something, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're starting to load up the board with a bunch of stuff for tomorrow. So I see they dropped one more game at least before or while we were live so far. It's crazy that we already have Wednesday stuff up, man.
The thing is, those are going to move so quick. Like by tomorrow, they're all going to be bumped. So it's like we kind of got to find them tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go back through the board for tomorrow. We went through most of the stuff early already, but they're being pretty proactive as far as at least bumping stuff for today. So not losing is also winning. So make sure you guys are playing appropriate, not going too crazy with it tonight. And I will say it really sucks too, because everyone has nothing going on, or at least nothing to bet. And today would be a slate that is like almost a complete fade.
All right.
This is not a good slate. These are a lot of like decent defense teams. We got a couple blowouts in the script, a couple rematch games too. You know, those are always weird. And then this game just randomly lumped on the board with a terrible 138 total.
Yeah.
So honestly, let's sit on our hands for today. The Tuesday, y'all already know is going to be a banger slate. There are always a lot of games. So we will find some good plays. I promise we're going to have some good stuff for y'all. Just take it light today. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the time off. And good chance we might go live again tonight. We will see about that.
Cool. You know, I'm down if we find some plays during the day, which I'm assuming we might if there's a lot of games for tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll jump on there later tonight if you want. And like I said, man, if anyone's watching that isn't sub, make sure you hit subscribe so you get notified when we go live, and try to find some early value, which is very important on days like these with no NBA. So definitely do that. Alrighty, well, cool, man. Got anything else?
And if you guys... I was just going to say real fast, and if y'all have any more questions, like obviously we can always continue this conversation offline. So again, make sure you guys are in that Discord. Links down below. 7-day free trial. Underrated and myself I swear to God, we're online all the time. So any questions y'all have, good chance they're going to be answered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We try to help you guys win regardless. I mean, it could be as much as finding the plays, but then it goes deeper than that, guys. You know? Learning about how to win necessarily, not necessarily just plays, like what sites to get, you know, how to bet, like how to pair things, how to use like when they give you some boosts, you know, on Underdog, or they give you some free plays, like how to just make use of this stuff to profit. Like that's what the Discord's about. How to like start your month and end your month with more money than you started. That's what it is.
That's the plan. That's the plan. All right, y'all. Well, I believe with that, we are going to get out of here. We appreciate y'all hanging out on this small slate today. For sure, stream tomorrow as usual, so make sure you guys are around for that if possible. All right, Underrated, I appreciate it, man. We're going to head out. Good luck tonight. We'll catch y'all back here later. Peace.